Good morning, 4th grade. It's Monday. We got lesson 33 for math today. Today you're going to learn how to round numbers. Hopefully that you had Miss Mackey last year. You probably will do it the same way that I did it. Remember now, she may tell you that she learned all these things and taught to me. However, I was here first. I taught her how to round, and she taught you guys last year. So just erase that stuff she told you last year, and this is my method for rounding. Here we go. First of all, we're going to take a number like 54. We want to round 54. And what that means to round something is we want it to end with a 0. Why? Well, it's way easier to add 54 to 59 if those numbers end with a 0. And so we're going to round it. We use rounding all the time in daily life. For example, if I'm at the grocery store and I pick up some eggs for $1.99, in my head I just say $2. I pick up a loaf of bread for $1.19, I just say, hey, that's $1. And when I get to the checkout, I say, but that's probably going to cost me $3. And when it comes out to be like $3.10, okay, I had rounded. I know I have enough money in my pocket to pay for those items, and we're estimating. Okay, estimation is the answer to a problem that you have rounded. Here's what I like to say. If it's 1 through 4, I don't get no more. Now, I know that's not proper English, but it sounds good. 5 through 9, round up one time. Now, when I teach rounding, I teach it like a boxing match. Boxing, when I was a kid, was pretty popular. In fact, some of my friends and I had boxing gloves, and we used to box a little bit. The boxing gloves were so big and padded, it never hurt. It was like if you put 2 big pillows on your fists and you did a little boxing. But boxing matches usually go for 3 minutes, and then the guys go back to their corners, and then they come back out, and they box for 3 minutes, and they come back out, and in between, they have this bell, and it goes ding, 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 and then they say round, and then they hold up a little sign that says round 1, or round 2, or round 3. And so that's how we're going to try to remember rounding. We're going to pretend it's a little boxing thing, and I'm going to say round 54. And here's what my little jingle sounds like. Ding, 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 round 54. 1 through 4, I don't get no more. 5 through 9, go up one time. Now the jingle sounds really good, but you got to know what it means. What does it mean? Well, if we're taking a look at a number line here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we want this answer to go closest to, well, what it would be rounded to. So for example, 54. We're either going to stay at 50 or we're going to go up to 60. So what I like to do is follow these 4 little steps. First of all, I'm going to underline the 5. The book will say round to the nearest 10, it'll say round to the nearest 100, so I'm going to underline that one. And I'm going to think to myself, it's either going to be a 5 or it's going to be a 6. And how do I know? Well, I look back. Well, I look back at the ones column. I look at the 4, and that's when my jingle came and says 1 through 4. That means 1, 2, 3, or 4. If it ends with a 1, 2, 3, or 4, you're going to stay. Stay, what does that mean? The 5 is going to stay. If friend 4 doesn't have enough money, doesn't have enough candy, doesn't have enough M&Ms to push it up to a 6. So it's closer to 50 than it is to 60. We're going to stay at 50. Or if it was 57, 5, 6, 7, we're going to go up one time. What goes up? Well, I underlined the 5. I looked at the 7. The 7 said, there's a lot of me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 through 9, go up. Go ahead, 6, 5, go up to a 6. In other words, 57 is closer to 60 than it is to 50. Whereas 54 is closer to 50. And the splitting point is between the 4 and the 5. So if I have a 34, I'm going to stay at a 30. If I have a 37, I'm going to go up. Here's the splitting. If I have a 39, obviously I'm going to go up. Now some kids like to say, I'm going to go down or go up. No, you never go down. You would stay at 50, but you wouldn't go back to 40. So it's either stay or go up one time. Let's do the jingle again. I'm going to round 36 this time. Ding, 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 round 36. 1 through 4, I don't get no more. 5 through 9, go up one time. So I'm rounding to 30. I'm saying, is this closer to 30 or is this closer to 40? And the 6 is in the go up side. So I'm going to say to the 3, go on up. And it always ends with a 0. My 4th little key there, always ends with a 0. Then I rounded it. Now 40 is a lot easier to work with, whether I'm multiplying or adding or subtracting, than 36 is. And so we would we would round to make our estimated answer easier to find. All right, let's keep the jingle. Let's take a look and apply it to some examples. In the book, I'm on page 206. In 206, the first problem says round 523 to the nearest hundred. Step 1, write it. Step 2, underline what the book said you're going to round to. Okay? Then do your jingle. Ding, 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 round 523. Could you imagine 523 rounds in a boxing match? Whew, I'd be tired. Round 523. Underline the 5, look at the 2. 1 through 4, I don't get no more. And since it's a 2, that's a 1 through 4, I don't get no more. So what stays? The one I underline, 5, and the rest become zeros. Pretty easy. 523. Now, if we were on a number line, you'd have 500, 501, 502, 503, 504, all the way up to 600. And then you'd say, where does 23 fall? Well, 23 falls really close to 500. And so we're going to stay at 500. But I am not writing that number line, so I'm keeping my jingle in mind. Example number 2, page 207. It says, in a presidential election, which is coming up, guys, the presidential election is just a couple weeks away, each state is assigned a certain number of electoral votes. Based on the 2000 census, the state of Florida was assigned 27 electoral votes, and the state of Texas was assigned 34 votes. About how many electoral votes can candidates win all together in those states? So now we got an addition problem. So step 1, we're going to set it up exactly how it's written in the book before we estimate. Okay? Now we got to do it twice. Ding, ding, ding. Round 27. I'm at the 2 and I'm looking back to the 7. 1 through 4, I don't get no more. 5 through 9, go up 1 time. 27, the 7 is in the go up, so I'm going to go up to a 30. Yeah. You're either going to stay at a 20 or go to a 30. You're either going to stay at a 30 or go to a 40. Well, let's go. Underline the 3. Look at the 4. 1 through 4, I don't get no more. So I stay at a 30. Now this addition problem is really easy compared to this one. 0 plus 0 is 0, and 3 plus 3 is 6. And it would be 60 votes. Now if I'm going to go back and add this, let's see how close we were. 7 plus 4 is 11, 1 down, 1 up. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. The real answer is 61, and our estimated answer is 60. So we did a really fantastic job. Example number 3. Example number 3 says the average depth of the East China Sea is 620 feet. The average depth of the Yellow Sea is 121 feet. To the nearest 100 feet, about how many feet deeper? So we are going to subtract after we estimate. Step 1, write it exactly as how it is in the book. Step 2, let's go ahead and estimate. So I'm thinking, stay at 600, go up to 700. Stay at 600, go up to 700. Underline the 6, look at the 2. 1 through 4, I don't get no more. And because it's a 2, I'm going to stay 600. Everything else is zeros? Yes. 121. Now the 1 doesn't even matter. Underline the 1, go back to the 2. 1 through 4, I don't get no more. So I'm going to stay at a 1. And now check out that subtraction problem. 600 minus 100? Perfect. 500. And I believe it was in feet. Yeah, feet. So this estimating can really make our life easy. Example number 4. Here comes the multiplication problem. It says a community theater group is giving 4 performances of a play. The theater can seat 424 guests. All the tickets for each performance have been sold. Sold out performance. How exciting. Estimate the total number of guests. Set it up exactly how it is first. 424 times 4 performances. Now we're only going to estimate the seats. Underline the 4. Look at the 2. Say your little jingle. 1 through 4. I don't get no more. And it's a 2, so I'm going to stay at 400. And then I'm going to take 4 times 400. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. And 4 times 4 is 16. 1, 2, 3, comma, 1,600. I believe it's seats. guests. Oh, I was talking about the people, not the seats. Guests. All right, take a look at our last one there. Number 5. You got to turn the page for it. Leah's car traveled 129 miles and used 4 gallons of gas. About how many miles did the car travel? Now, guys, this one's actually called a compatible number one. Anytime we come to compatible numbers, I'm going to try to help you because we got to just trick our brain into thinking something different. This is actually 129 divided by 4. And now if I was going to estimate this, I'd estimate this to 100. But if I estimate it to 100, divided by 4 is 25, I might run out of gas before I get there. And so the book tries to tell us for division, think compatible numbers. What number close to 129 would 4 go into? Well, 4 goes into 12 evenly, right? 3 times. What number close to 9 does 4 go into? 8. And so they say change this to 128 divided by 4. 4 goes into 12, step 1, divide 3 times. Step 2, multiply. 3 times 4 equals 12. When I subtract, I get 0 and bring down my 8. How many times does 4 go into 8? 2. So our estimate is about 32 miles per gallon. And you can put that as an MPG, miles per gallon. All right, guys, great job. We are estimating today. We're going to round our numbers to add, subtract, multiply. We're going to use compatible numbers when we divide. Remember our little jingle. 1 through 4, I don't get no more. 5 through 9, go up 1 time. What that really means is if I got 1 through 4, I'm going to stay. And if I got 5 through 9, I'm going to go up either 110 or 100. Later in the year, we'll round to the nearest thousands as well. All right, guys. God's blessings on the rest of your day.